Hey there, you looking for a mic? Yeah, you are. Why else would you be here? Well, let's cut through the malarkey, the hee-haw, the garbage, the universal noise that keeps us from being one being. You know this mic is good. I know you know this mic is good. You know that I know that you know that this mic is good. And you're here watching this video because you want desperately, you crave for another living, breathing person to tell you that this mic is good. Well, guess what? You ready? This mic is good. In fact, it's great. Everything I thought it would be when I was an uninitiated consumer myself, just like you right now. And there's only one technicality that I see being a problem, or a complaint, I guess you could call it, but we'll get to that later. And it's not even really with the product itself, but the economy or demand or whatever. So yeah, first, what is this mic? What makes it great? Well, if you go based on what Amazon calls the mic, the product I am reviewing for you is the Logitech for Creators Blue Yeti USB mic for recording streamers on PC and Mac, Blue voice effects, 4 pickup patterns, headphones, output, and volume control stand, plug and play, black and teal, specifically. I had the black and teal one, so had to include the black and teal. Or, for short, the base USB mic. It's not the Snowball, it's not the Micro, and it's not the X. Logitech makes a couple of other products in the blue line. I just mentioned those. One I actually owned before, but there's a very good reason I'm doing this microphone, the base Yeti, and not either Snowball. Primary reason, the Snowballs suck. How about a brief 2 for review? Quick reason the Snowballs are bad: awkward shape, weird connects, terrible quality, and overpriced. Not to mention, I had the better of the 2 Snowballs, still bad quality. There's also the Yeti Nano, a smaller Yeti, and a Yeti X. You guessed it, a bigger Yeti, and what I can tell, better. But there's more to the Yeti X than meets the eye. Remember the technicality I mentioned earlier? Well, Yeti X is that technicality. But let's go over some features, and if you're a sound person, you'll know what this stuff means, and if you're a disembodied voice talking about microphones, just keep reading the script you wrote for this. So, we got 3 condensers. On the base Yeti, I have to clarify. 3 condensers: cardioid, omni, figure 8, stereo directional sound pickup. So that's all the 4 types of pickup they had. You've got your blue voice effects, your headphone output, and then that's pretty much it in terms of notable features. Let's talk about pricing. So if you're going to be a copycat and go for the black and teal, the price variability for that is about a $20 margin. And I noticed from the last 120 days, $20 margin only went up to about $140 and down to $120 being the lowest price. And right now it's $129.99. But what's actually interesting about that is the colors of the mics cost different things. And if you look at the pink ones, it consistently costs $129.99 for the last 120 days. I use Honey as my sources for these price checkings. I don't know if they're biased or anything. I don't really investigate Honey or corporations like that, but I am a big tech guy and I like Logitech. So these numbers might be off, but I trust them, and if you're a Honey person yourself, I would recommend using it. It'd save you a lot of money, but mostly we're just gonna go with, it was $129.99 for the last couple days. From my personal experience with the mic, the sound quality is good and using the actual product is an ease. For me, I just plugged it in and it was all ready to go with very minimal setup. I used the mic already in my latest video and had no problems. I plan on using it for my animation and voice acting work, which brings me to why I personally got this mic to begin with. The word of mouth advertising, my brother has one, my roommate has one, and now I have one. I would have to guess that you found this video because maybe your friend or brother have one, and you just need that last little nudge to add it to your cart and check out. The reviews that aren't me are pretty much saying the same thing. People really like the quality of the mics, the metal casing, and the components that they're housed in. I tend to agree with this. It makes you feel like a radio host or something, which is funny because there was an Amazon review saying that this radio studio loved these mics. So you could totally do that. Negative reviews said that the microphones would quit on them super early into the purchase, like a couple of months. I think the earliest I saw was 7. The percentage of people this seemed to happen with was about 2% of all Amazon reviews. They gave them 1 or 2 star reviews. No 3-star reviews, and a lot of, heavier mic people said that the quality wasn't really worth what they were paying for, but, I see no problem. I'm recording on it right now, talking to you about this mic, so, if that isn't the greatest sell of all time, well, there you go. Not that I'm being paid to do this, but I thought it was worth a video. Moving on, it's sizable, strong, and it's a nice addition to your desk. Mostly it's easy to use features of quickly changing gain, the direction of the pickup, and muting and unmuting the mic are all as easy as turning some knobs, pressing buttons, not turning buttons, you'll break it. presumably. Getting a feel for it as you change and listen kind of lets you understand the mic a little bit better. I just use the desktop stand, but there are additions that allow you to mount your mic or put it on a mic stand, which I think would be my next move in terms of mounting the mic further. It'd be cool just to have it like hang over my desk. I'm not a huge fan of those like clip-on desk things, but you know, mic stands are the way to go. And it does have a screw-on that allows you to do that. Now here it is. What's the problem? What's wrong with this mic besides a few bad quality control instances? Big reveal moment, here it is. What have I been foreshadowing this entire review? Drumroll please. The Yeti X is the bigger version, has 4 condensers, same directional pickup, better range of frequency, and all those extra light features and programming tools. By every standard, the Yeti X is the better than the Yeti. Depending on how you look at it, you should maybe watch the review for that mic next, because guess what? It's the same price as the base Yeti. Yep, you heard that correctly, with better features and sound recording capabilities. It looked as the Yeti X went up to $170 roughly, and then went as low as $129.99, which is what we see now. And apparently, according to Honey, some dude in South Carolina found it for $88. That's that outlier right there a couple days back with the big dip. You know, it's a crazy circumstance you don't often observe. I like this mic, so I got this mic specifically, just the regular Yeti. Couldn't tell you about the other mic. I like the colors, the sound quality. If you want to get the most bang for your buck, I would totally go research the Yeti X. But from my basic understanding of the supply chain, if a product is being severely discounted over a short amount of time, it's because they need to get rid of it fast because it's taking up space in a warehouse and they made way too many for how low the purchases are. But of course, this is entirely speculation. I went to school for video editing, not economics, especially not microeconomics. So I'm sure the product is fine, the product being the Yeti X. Never seen anyone own one or that I can actively remember. But the blue line, except for a few oddballs, drumstick please, appear to be pretty nice overall. As you know, I only review things that I think are worth reviewing, and I do believe the Yeti was worth the review. Had the snowball, no review. So if you're looking for a new microphone for your streaming, YouTube, or podcast needs, then totally get the Yeti, but just don't forget to check the price on the Yeti X. Alrighty, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate that. It always helps the analytics and the watch time, and if you like the review, check out the other content on my channel. It would be a massive thank you, and if you would like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. I'll put all my links in the description so you can go check out the mics yourself. Again, thanks for watching. Gideon out.
Oh, mama, I didn't know it was loaded.